Okay, so today we're talking about a name that's absolutely exploding, going from our TikTok feeds right onto the biggest TV casting lists. I'm talking about George Clarke. He's built this huge following by just being, well, himself. And now he's about to hit the UK's biggest stage. Let's get into it. So, there's one question that's been buzzing all over British entertainment news. With the next season of Strictly Come Dancing just around the corner, a name has dropped that has the internet going wild, and it signals a pretty huge shift for the show. And that name is George Clarke. Yep, it's official. The guy millions of his followers know and love as Clarkey is confirmed as a contestant for the 2025 season of Strictly. I mean, talk about a massive leap. This is his first major move from our phone screens right into the heart of primetime television. Now, some of you might be hearing this and thinking, George? Who? And that's totally fair. So let's back up a bit and get you properly introduced to the man behind all the viral videos and the massive online buzz. Okay, so at his core, George is a UK-based comedian and influencer who basically blew up on TikTok and YouTube. His secret sauce? It's that he's completely unapologetically authentic, with this lightning-fast wit that just feels so real and unscripted. It all comes together on his podcast, The Useless Hotline, which has become this must-listen show for his fans who just can't get enough of his unique mix of humor, lifestyle chat, and some surprisingly honest insights. So, how did he even get here? I mean, you don't just land a spot on Strictly overnight. His journey is really a masterclass in how to build a career in this new media world. Let's break down how he did it. It all started pretty simply, with short, funny sketches and vlogs. But his genuine, kind of unpolished style is what helped him go viral. Plus, he was smart about it, doing collabs with other creators to speed things up. All that momentum led him to launch his biggest project, the Useless Hotline podcast, which really cemented his fan base and, well, ultimately paved the way for this huge mainstream debut.
Okay, so we've covered the how he rose to fame, but let's get into the why. What is it about his stuff that connects with so many people? It really all comes down to his very specific, very unique brand of comedy.
His comedy is just so British, It's self-deprecating, it's super relatable, and he has this incredible knack for zeroing in on those awkward little daily moments or the weirdest corners of the internet and turning them into content that makes you laugh while also making you feel totally seen.
And this is a perfect example. This is a real question from his podcast. It's ridiculous, it's hilarious, and it just perfectly sums up the interactive anything goes vibe of the Useless Hotline. It's exactly this kind of stuff that has built such a fiercely loyal community around him.
But here's what really sets him apart. His content is a total two-way street. He's not just talking at his audience, he's building the show with them. He's reading DMs on air. He's turning listener questions into entire show segments. He's shouting out his followers. He makes his community the co-star. And when he makes that with a steady stream of interesting guests from all over, it feels less like a broadcast and way more like a real conversation. And this whole approach, it's doing more than just building his personal brand. It's actually having a much wider impact. George is really part of a new wave of creators who are completely changing the rules of what it means to be an influencer in the UK right now. I mean, think about it. For years, the main model for an influencer was this super polished, highly scripted, aspirational lifestyle that most of us can't relate to. George's whole approach is the opposite. He embraces being imperfect. Instead of chasing trends, his humor makes them. And he's presenting a reality that feels way more relatable and honestly just a lot more fun. And it's not all just for laughs either. He uses that huge platform he's built to have some really important conversations. He openly talks about things like mental health and self-acceptance, which adds this whole other layer of depth and sincerity to his brand that makes it even more powerful. Which, of course, brings us right back to where we started. George Clarke built his entire empire on being real, raw, and relatable. So the massive question we're all left with is, can that raw authenticity survive the smoke, the mirrors, and all the glitter of a huge primetime show like Strictly? I guess we're all going to be watching to find out.